Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Locum23 here. You're joining me back for the App Choices. Crown the Flame, Book 1, Chapter 14, The Foundry. Now playing as Kenny, you and your companions follow Whitlock into the Foundry's large central building. Welcome to my workshop. A most impressive collection of inventions. Thank you. Please make yourselves at home. Just don't touch anything that glows, spins, or smokes. A golden spear flashes, and a little flame shoots out at Val. Ouch! Too late. Ahem. We'll all keep our hands to ourselves from now on. I'll just stand the door. Machines make Leon a little nervous. Stand wherever you like. I'd stay a couple of steps, though. The emergency lockdown trigger has been a little twitchy lately. Leon eyes the door warily as Whitlock starts tinkering with a half-finished device on one of his work tables. Raiden pulls you aside and whispers, Kenna, this may be our chance to impress Whitlock and convince him to help us. Choose your words wisely. I will. Whitlock, what are you working on? This looks interesting. We experience sandstorms on a fairly consistent basis. Most are relatively mild, but the truly catastrophic ones can arrive with very little warning. Whitlock opens his hand, and you see a tiny mechanical rabbit leaping in his palm. That's amazing, but how will it help with the sandstorms? This little guy, attached to a specifically modified weather vane, will sound an alarm if wind speed surpasses a certain threshold, meaning a storm is likely on the way. That's ingenious. And thoughtful, too. That tiny little rabbit will help a lot of people. Whitlock blushes. I hope so. I'm just trying to be useful. That is what I'm best at, creating things to help others. I have a question. Go ahead. In the past couple of years, I've heard reliable accounts of technocrat-made weapons dominating battlefields all around the world. Surely some among you must make weapons? Oh, that. It was never meant to be that way. Let me back up and explain. When I came to the foundry, I had nothing but the ragged clothes on my back, crude prosthetics cobbled together from the blacksmith's tongs, and old saddle pots. The technocrats saw me as a marvel, the youngest person ever solved the labyrinth. But one woman also saw a skilled boy with no family. She adopted me as her apprentice, and she helped me build the prosthetics I'm wearing now. For the next few years, she was my mentor, my confidant, and my best friend. She sounded like a very kind woman. Yes, she was. Hex was like a mother to me. Although, well, sometimes I caught a glimpse of something else. The part of her that she tried to keep hidden. This premium choice will give you a chance to play as Whitlock and see what happened between him and Axe. Brought to you by Diamonds. I don't care about the past. Let's just stay on track. Right. No need to dwell on the past. To make a long story short, I discovered that Hex had designed and selling war machines to anyone who could pay. I had no choice but to banish her. You sent her away? I would have imprisoned her, done the same thing, had her executed. Making war weapons. Ironically, we're here to get the war weapon. So, it's imprison her, done the same, or had her executed. We'll do the same. Still, I can't imagine how hard that must have been. It was the hardest decision I've ever had to make. And in truth, it was the wrong one. I see now that banishing Hex only made her bitter and more dangerous. I should have kept her here under guard. Even if she would have never changed her ways, at least she wouldn't have been able to hurt anyone else. Here we live with one principle. Great things that better humanity. Ingenuity is what matters to us, not prowess in battle. But ingenuity, untempered by morality, can be dangerous. And exactly how dangerous is your former mentor? With proper funding and resources, I don't know if there's anything she can't make. She designed many devices you've encountered in the labyrinth. This sounds like a real charmer. If we ever came across her, remind me to pay her back for all these bruises. Trust me, if you ever have the misfortune of meeting Hex, she won't be the one who ends up hurt. Especially now that she's working for Prince Marco. What? Now playing as Dom. After being caught tampering with Hex's cannon, you've dragged to the dungeon by Navraka's guards.
Throw him in there. Second from the end, him and the barbarian can keep each other company.
In you go, traitor. Let go of me. I beg of you to stop. I'm no traitor. When I get out of here, I'm going to kill you first. I beg of you to stop. I'm no traitor. It's all a misunderstanding. I was just making some repairs to the cannon.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I'm happy Lady Hex would be happy to collaborate your story.
She probably doesn't even remember me telling me to do it. Likely, because it would never happen. Now get in that cell. You'll find that 2 broken legs feel like.
Make yourself comfortable, dear Dominic. I'll be back later, so we can make a little chit-chat about your friend Kinna.
I'm not telling you anything.
We'll see.
Telling the guard leave, you slump down on the stone floor. Across the narrow corridor, you see Sai curled up against the wall of her own cell. Sai, are you awake? Don't you remember me? Right. I'll take that as a yes. And you remember this. Touch your fingers to your shirt, just above your brain, and the cell across from you, Sai lifts her head to stare. If this is some sort of trick, if you painted that here to deceive me, I'll end your life slowly, Lowlander. First off, you can't reach me. I'm too handsome to kill. Kind of full on yourself. You can't reach me. You smell burning and look down to see your sleeve of your tunic starting to smoke. Ah! My reach is long, Lowlander. This brand on my chest, I have to know. What does it mean? I've been wondering my whole life. It means... Now that unfortunately went too fast. So I'm one of your people? You may have been born on the dragon's spine. You may carry the flame, but you are not one of us. Everything you are, the Lowlanders made you. You know nothing of our ways. Then tell me. I want to know. Where did I get this brand? From your mother. My mother? Did you know her? No, but it is what mothers do when they birth a child of the flame. Mine did the same for me. It's how others know you've been chosen to carry the fire. You've carried this awesome power. Why can't you just escape? Sai holds out her manacles so you can see the rows of tiny spikes that line the insides. If they grow too hot, the shackles will sink their teeth into my hands. I can barely light a candle without feeling their sting. That's barbaric. I assume there are another of Hex's designs? That woman knows too much about us. I need to ask you. Why does everyone call you the barbarian? Everyone from the mountains is a barbarian to them. They're terrified of you, you know? These Nevreka soldiers act tough, but they all jump if you so much as glare at them. Well, all except Hex. If I were free, I would teach that woman what it means to be afraid. But I am not free. I know now that any attempt of rebellion is doomed. You knew? Wish you told me. Could have saved me a lot of trouble. This is amusing to you? I mean, I just got thrown into a dungeon and Bartel's likely going to torture me into madness. So no, it's not the best day for me. But someone's got to be the optimist around here, and you don't seem interested in that particular role. Did that witch send you here to torment me? You are like the Gabberjack. The what? A creature from the Elder Stories. It follows bad children all day and all night, blabbing nonsense. Fascinating. How does one get rid of a Gabberjack? You seize it by its forked tongue and drown it in the river. Well, there you have it. I don't have a forked tongue, so I can't be a Gabberjack. He is a devious creature. I'll try drowning you anyway, just to be sure. So, was that a joke? You're full of surprises. I've been down here too long. I'm clearly growing delirious. I'll just say that if I get out of this cell, I swear on my life that I'll find a way to get you home. I'd have more confidence in your words if you had control over your fire. You need to be strong if you're going to live up to that promise. I'm getting better. Then show me. Summon the fire. Boy, that was quick. Concentrating, you managed to summon a tiny flame in the palm of your hand. Not bad. That's high praise coming from you. Not bad at all. Now playing as Kenna. If Hex is working for our enemies, then we need your help more than ever. I sympathize with you. I lost family to the Blood King's War, and I know that you have the best interests of your people in mind. Then you're with us? You'll join me in breaking Luther's hold on the Five Kingdoms? No. If you refuse to help, then you're a coward. You must at least tell me why. You aren't upset? Well, I can't say that's the answer I was hoping for. Why won't you help us? Our predecessors built the city to be a haven, a place free from tyrants and bloodshed. We decided a long time ago that we must avoid upsetting the balance of the outside world. If you think your little walled city will keep you safe forever, you're not as smart as you think you are. I have to agree. More people are learning of your existence every day. Sooner or later, war will find you. Yeah, and you've got a lot of nice stuff here. People are going to want to take it. You're talking about yourself, aren't you? No. Whatever. You've pocketed. Put it back. As Val finishes some stolen trinkets out of her pockets, Whitlock turns to you, his gaze even. Kinna, do you have anything you want to add? Yes. Please reconsider your decision. Have you thought about the fact, if you don't help us, innocent people will die. Let X go. It means you're already involved. If you see someone fall down a well and you don't help them out, isn't that the same as killing them? Functionally, yes. So how's this different? Refusing to help us means countless people will die at Prince Marco's hands. People you could have saved. Yes, but there's a problem. You're asking me to weigh the lives of your people against the lives of my own. You want us to reveal ourselves to the world, risking everything we've spent centuries to build. For what? For the sake of doing the right thing. You say you come to escape tyrants and bullies? I'm giving you the opportunity to take one down. Isn't that worth the risk? Well, you definitely make an interesting point. Warlock nods, getting to his feet. All right, Kinnan, you've convinced me. So, you will help us? I will indeed, so tell me, what exactly do you need help with? The outer walls of Stormhold are unbreakable. I've seen cannonballs bounce off them like mere apples. And we have reports that Prince Marco has been reinforcing them even further. If you had some way to get us over the walls, or through them, we would end this battle without a lengthy siege. Unbreakable walls, huh? An intriguing problem. I may have just the thing. Follow me. We'll lead you to a warehouse full of towering machinery. It's like a forest of pipes and levers down there. What are all these machines for? Don't get me started, or we'll be here all day. Over here's the solution to your impenetrable wall problem. It's a giant drill? That bit is a special alloy developed myself. Bored a tunnel right into a solid granite cliff. Very fun afternoon. I don't know. My mother once told me that penetrating Stormhold walls wasn't possible. Never tell a technorat something is impossible. Then we're obligated to prove you wrong. So you've got a drill, and you've got me to operate it. Are you happy now? Whitlock. We need more siege weapons, or yes, thank you. We need more siege weapons. Oh, one prestige, really? Alright, yes, thank you. Very good. Let's get this drill back to your army then. One prestige. Next morning, Whitlock accompanies you on the journey back to Aurelia. The palace doors fly open as you ride the drill across the high bridge. You're back! Gabriel, come see! They're back! Gabriel emerges from the palace, his limp nearly gone. Gods! What manner of mechanical contraption is that? A drill to get us through the Stormhold's walls, courtesy of our new ally, Whitlock of the Technocrats. This is it then. We're finally marching on Stormhold. Marching into battle. Well, will certainly be a new and interesting experience. You're not the only one who's new to this, Whitlock.
Kenna, there's no one in this world that I would rather follow into battle.
I can see it now. Kinna, charging valiantly forward, her eyes ablaze with ferocity, a magnificent blue cape blowing in the wind. Oh, and I know just the armor for the job. Armor? Woman's got a point. I can't have our queen going into battle without armor. One look at you, and they'll be tripping over themselves to swear undying loyalty. Well, that would be fantastic. That would be really fantastic. Really, diamonds? I like how silver armor, for whatever reason, is more than the elite armor, but alright, regular clothes it is. No need for all that. Feeling cocky, are we? Those clothes won't do much to stop a sword. If we're careful, they won't have to.
We will do everything in our power to protect you, my queen.
Get plenty of rest tonight, my friends. Tomorrow we march on Stormhold. Chapter progress. Whitlock has joined you. His technological expertise is bound to turn the tide of the battle. You didn't listen to Whitlock about a hex. The technocrats gave you a drill to help you take Stormhold, but they refused to give you more siege weaponry. Overall progress. So we got one more, apparently. Alright, folks, that ends this chapter. On the next one, we are on 15 to 18. But I hope you guys did enjoy the content. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not, because you know what? If you don't subscribe, then you're only going to lose good content. Until next time, folks, have a good one.